Thank you. Do you remember I was trying to share the link? He said, you can't. Are we live now? Let me check. Come on! Come on! Now we are live. Holy shit. Let me just check. Yeah, now we're live.
I'm speechless, boy. I'm totally speechless.
You know, there's one rule of live streaming. That when you go live, the stream must be public.
You dickhead, really.
But we have a nice iPhone recording in cinematic mode. Man, we were playing like top. Miki and Frank were playing since 8:30 without publishing the live stream. It was private, but now it's live. Hey Jesse, do you like the shirt? Do you like the mug? Oh yeah, baby. V.I.P Shark, how you doing?
Private streaming. Private streaming. Private streaming. Private streaming.
awesome. Oh yeah, Jesse. Hope you enjoy, man. Thank you, everybody. Give a like, share with your friend, and donate at bit.ly/loopconnection. rhythm of the night keeps going, keeps flowing. Oh baby, use this one, baby. Oh baby, Frank on piano, man.
We are taking a break.
Man.
Ah,
You know, old setup.
it's
Play
the best one.
good.
Yeah. Because turn off the reverb for a second. Because after
It's
the
not a
disaster-
fucking reverb.
Yeah, I know, but you're using a fucking reverb. Come on, you know.
You know that Hyperlinks is Italian.
What?
È italiano Hyperlinks.
Really?
It's fucking Italian,
I
like
couldn't
us.
remember that.
Yeah.
Well, let's make it like it is international. Come on.
International.
Well, after the disaster stream of 2 weeks ago, did you know the story? Did you know the story?
No, I don't know the story because I
They
wasn't
know the
there.
story.
I wasn't
You
there.
weren't there, no. Because 2 weeks ago, we had this marvelous idea. We have a series of marvelous idea. The first idea was to bring a bottle of red wine when it was a 40 fucking degrees outside.
That was the baddest idea. It's
the
on your
worst
side.
idea of this. Yeah, è vero. Yeah, it's true. The worst idea ever. So we started the evening with a fucking red bottle of red wine, and after half of the bottle, Miki looks at me and says, "You know why we don't do so much viewers? Because of the fucking setup." And I said, "What?" And they decided on the spot to turn everything by side by 90 degrees. So half drunk it with 40 fucking
You made a
Celsius
mistake.
degrees.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Minus per minus equals
Yeah,
plus.
plus. There is a reason we don't move our setup. And last time we remembered why. It didn't work shit. The audio board, the sound.
If people want to book us, they need to cut the floor and
Yeah.
put it on un muletto. Devo metterlo su un muletto.
Yeah. We are not a band. We are a fucking diorama. We have to move us as we are from one place to another inside a
Exactly.
big box, inside a container.
Yeah.
And then you put
You
that
know
in the back.
when your festival and the drummers, the drum lift.
It comes
You know,
out from
my
the
setup comes from the ground.
like the Aristocats.
Sì, Aristocats. Yes.
The Aristocazzi, yeah. So yeah, that last time was the disaster stream. And by the way, third thing that happened, my EWI failed on me.
The audio interface was messy.
Yeah.
You broke the EWI.
I broke the EWI. First time in 5 years, I broke the fucking neck of the EWI, and I have to replace the EWI afterwards. So now we are back on the first setup, original one. Everything is working, and you forgot to put the fucking live stream on public.
The first half of the stream was private,
Yeah,
so you need to rewind the stream, guys.
They cannot rewind. They cannot see the first time.
Yeah,
the first part.
after we end the stream, they can.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So there is a part of the stream you don't know. It's like
It's the
going
best part.
Yeah.
You know, always the best part, the one that nobody hears.
Yeah, nobody else. It's like going to the movies and then the prequel goes out. You can see the prequel. After this stream, you can rewind and see the prequel of this stream. And see his face when he realized the stream is on private. You dickhead. Really. You're a fucking dickhead, man. No, you wanna play that again? No, please. No.
I wanna go home.
You wanna go home?
I think it's the end. What do you think?
I don't know. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock, 5 past 10. Come on. Act like you know. Yeah, it's like act like you know. Maybe we're gonna play that again as last song. Die. Come on. We can play another song for now.
You know, I was back from a festival making, the video making for Tribal.
Oh
And
yeah,
he
when
said-
you destroyed the fucking drone.
And he says to me, you can't be a video maker if you haven't watched 2001 Space Odyssey. So last night I went on the couch and spent 2.5 hours watching a movie that talks about nothing. That, yeah, it's cool because it was made in the 68. Oh, with lots of cool cinematic camera, but it was fucking boring, man.
Yeah.
You know, Stanley Kubrick 2001, it's a shitty movie. Now I said that.
Man, there's people looking up for your dress to send you a bomb after telling this. You know, but I have to admit, there are 3 things happening in the movie. 3 things, and it takes 2.5 hours to tell you about three things.
Yeah. There's a monkey throwing a bone in the sky. There's a man going to Jupiter.
Yeah, and there's a computer killing everybody.
Exactly.
So, come on.
And then there's a fucking piece of rectangle that we don't know what it is.
You mean the parallelepiped?
Yeah,
The black monolith.
The monolith.
We
are talking
monolith. Monolith. Monolith.
Monolith. Come on, let's reach the goal for the monolith.
Yeah. So monkeys rubbing a mole on it. Now you can tell your friends what 2001 Space Odyssey is about. And
Now
don't tell me our stream is not informative. Come on. It's highly educational. We tell people
bit.ly/loopconnection.
bit.ly/loopconnection.
I want to say something more aggressive than the first sentence I made. I want to make another statement. Are you ready?
So do you have to change address after this? Okay.
The first and last movie of Stanley Kubrick is pure shit.
What's the first movie?
2001, the one that make him, and Eyes Wide Shut. It's another fucking movie of shit.
Everybody knows that Eyes Wide Shut is a mashup of cinematic rolls they found around his office. They put it together, and that was a movie. Everybody knows about that.
I don't care.
You don't care. Yeah, it's bullshit. I agree on that. But
every girl I watched, let's watch Eyes Wide Shut. Why the fuck women loves that fucking movie?
Man, there's a thing called porn. If you want to watch it, you can just watch some porn instead of watching 2 hours of what's the name of the actress?
Of Tom Cruise and the other one.
That actress doing exactly nothing for 2 hours. That's porn. That's porn for that.
Spoiler.
Girls. Spoiler. Women. Hyperlink is on fire today. Man, thank you very much for sticking with us. I know there's Jessing lurking around.
Why the fuck the counter goes up when we are not playing? We should make a comedy channel. Stop playing for.
Yeah, I believe our English will benefit from that. You know, if we
Nowadays, huge films are like that, like messing with
like porn.
no, like messing the scripts on the table. You know.
Yeah. They just took
You
all
know,
the
it's
roles.
like the South Park episode where when they go on the studios to stop the griffins, and they found out that there are whales choosing random balls that make the griffin episode.
Whales.
Yeah.
Whales.
Dolphins. Wait, they are
Dolphins. Okay.
There are 3 dolphins that choose the balls and put it in the hole, and that's the plot of the episode of the Griffin.
I believe half of the movies right now are done by that. Because a ChatGPT, you could ask ChatGPT to write a movie. It would be too good to be an Hollywood movie. So they still have to do like that. Nowadays, you just films are like that. So, can we play another song? Are you still in the mood for playing?
Do you want to play another song?
Man, we wasted something like 40
Guys,
minutes.
do you want another song? If you want another song, you know what you need to do. You do it any way you want, baby.
Oh!
No, we're not gonna play that one.
Come on, bust
No, we're not gonna play this.
Stop! Come on! You know Dan Yoga is making a statement here. Welcome back, Dan Yoga. 4:20 p.m. here in Boston, USA. 4:20 in Boston, USA. Do it anyway, you wanna 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 420. important questions. Yeah, but Erba, just calm down, man. I cannot speak. So, Italian lessons about drugs. Erba, yeah, it's a word for weed, but the best word to call it is ganja. Ganja, 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 ganja. Oh man, I can feel already the rastas. Oh yeah, baby. So we hit all the check boxes for
a
flag.
ban on the channel.
Eh?
Forget the channel ban.
Yeah, forget the channel ban. We talk about
Drugs.
drugs.
We are misogynistic motherfuckers.
Yeah, we talk
shit about Stanley
Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
Suck my dick.
I can save Arancia Meccanica.
Orange Clockwork
Mechanic Orange.
No, that's not the name. It's Clockwork Orange. Yeah, I can save. No, I can save. Apocalypse Now.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Man, you really missed that. You haven't ever watched Apocalypse Now.
Never.
I don't know what to say. Man. This doesn't care about weed. I don't know about YouTube. Yeah, YouTube cares. You know, there is one single YouTube man watching every single stream of ours, and every time he decided to shadow ban our channel. That's why we are not famous yet on YouTube. Man, YouTube man watching our stream, please, give us a hand. Do you want me to get on the rock pose? On the rock pose?
What is the rock pose, man?
causing trouble. 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 Causing It's not incest if she has less than 30% of your chromosomes.
Thank you guys.
Do you think it's a little too much?
We only need to get undressed and then we can go.
Man, tomorrow the first thing I'll do is the VOD of this song.
Man, I don't know. If we play top notch, nothing happens. If we play one shitty song, everybody's screaming in this. Guys, you like that? You really like that?
You like that because we all know that you wanna fuck your cousin, man. We know everybody needs a cousin. Everybody. It's like that.
But she's adopted. To all the mother lovers, the sister lovers, but only in law, because everything is permitted in a court as long as it's in law, man. Because me and you and him and the yoga, they're just in here and hyperlink. Everybody! Woo! Everybody fucks the cousin. Everybody fucks the cousin. In law, just in law, cousin in law, sister in law, mother in law. Blues Brothers from Temu.
The Blues Step Brothers.
The Temu Brothers.
The Temu Brothers. You're on a mission from God, yeah.
Step God, please. So thank you for the 1420 donation.
Yeah, let's stop before the blasphemies. Because there is no, you cannot say that. Okay, luckily he wasn't watching the camera. There's thin red line between profanity and blasphemy. You don't ever cross it, really.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for the donations.
My name is Frank. This is Miki, and together we are
The Temu Brothers.
the Temu Brothers.
We're gonna see you next time. Bye bye.
Remember to stay funky, guys.
And to fuck